This video contains spoilers for The Pit Season 2. Episode 6 may have been the most heartbreaking episode of the season so far, but judging by the trailer for Episode 7, the chaos is far from over. In fact, it looks like everything is about to spiral. The preview opens with Robbie walking past the desk and asking, "How we doing, princess?" And the response? Filling up fast. That one line tells us everything. With West Brumbridge diverting patients to Pittsburgh Trauma Medical Center during a holiday weekend, the hospital is already overwhelmed. There's barely enough room for their own admissions, and now they're taking on overflow. The waiting room chaos is about to spill onto the floor, and when that happens, mistakes become inevitable. We then see Dr. Santos leaving a patient's room, and it appears to be Harlow Graham, the patient she struggled to treat in Episode 6 due to the lack of an interpreter. If that situation hasn't improved, her frustration levels are going to skyrocket. When Robbie tells her to pick up more West Brumbridge diversions, she responds with, "You are until the end of shift." It sounds playful, but something about her tone feels off. All season long, Santos has seemed disengaged. She's been charting instead of seeing patients, relying heavily on Dr. Al-Hashimi's tool, and even skipping proofreading. She's already been warned about repeating her second year. That pressure could be weighing heavily on her, especially considering we later see her with her head in her hands. She feels like she's on the verge of either breaking or making a serious mistake. Robbie's response is just as telling. "Still the boss. When you see me in here, still the boss." That line isn't really about Santos. It's about him. He hasn't fully come to terms with stepping down for his sabbatical, and more importantly, he's struggling with the idea of Dr. Al-Hashimi taking over. She's already implementing changes, and when he leaves, things won't look the same. For Robbie, this isn't just about power, it's about identity. Then we get the return of Dr. Jack Abbott. His first interaction with Dr. Al-Hashimi is tense. He says, "You must be Gloria's new hire." He doesn't use her name. He doesn't acknowledge her authority. The tone is frosty from the start. It's clear he doesn't respect her, or at the very least, he doesn't trust her. What makes this more interesting is that he's dressed in camo gear labeled police. The actor has previously mentioned that Abbott works as a SWAT medic, so he may have brought in a critical trauma case from a tactical operation. That could tie directly into the helicopter landing we see later in the trailer. And speaking of tension, we finally see Robbie and Langdon face each other. Robbie has been avoiding him all season, despite Langdon trying to apologize as part of his recovery process. In the elevator, the silence must have been unbearable. And then, on the rooftop, with the helicopter roaring in the background, Langdon says, "I'm sorry." The timing feels symbolic. Their relationship has been drowned in chaos, and this apology comes at the loudest possible moment. Robbie stands there, arms crossed, expression unreadable. He's not ready to forgive. Meanwhile, we also see Dr. Javadi's father showing up, saying, "We're here to see you." Her mother already tried influencing her earlier in the season, and now it feels like her father is stepping in. But Javadi seems confident in where she is. This might be another attempt to redirect her future, and I don't think it's going to work. Then comes the moment that shifts everything. The CEO walks onto the floor with Dr. Al-Hashimi behind him and tells Robbie, "Hey, Rockstar, gather the staff." Everyone looks panicked. This could mean two things. Either the blackout that's been hinted at is about to hit, or Al-Hashimi has escalated the internal tension and brought leadership in to back her authority. If that's the case, it could completely fracture the department. Robbie even says, "Oh, this can't be good." And honestly, he's probably right. With this being the halfway point of the season, the stakes are only going to rise. The department is overloaded, relationships are strained, authority is being challenged, and a potential blackout is looming. Episode 7 doesn't look like it's slowing down. It looks like it's about